Thanks for joining me. It's a lovely afternoon, January, we're in winter, the sun is breaking through, but it's cold. It's about 3-4 degrees, maybe 5. Of course, as soon as you enter the woods, temperature drops. I'm actually at a place called Birdlip Hill on the outskirts of Cheltenham, Gloucestershire. It's near, I suppose, in between Cheltenham and Gloucester. Like that, the sun's breaking through. In a minute we're going to pick up part of the Cotswold Way. We're just going to travel this path for a few miles. En route there's a Roman villa, and there's the famous Cheese Rollers Hill, Cooper's Hill, further up. Due to the amount of rain we've had, the ground is extremely muddy, so I am picking my route carefully. I don't want to slip. But it's a beautiful day. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna pause for a minute, just pan around so you can see where we are. Behind me is the Cotswold Way. It comes up from behind, and there you go. I'll just hold that there. You can see the sign, Cotswold Way. And that's the route we're heading. Going to follow this famous path from start to finish. It's about 103 miles. Start and finishing points are Bath City and Chipping Campden. Doesn't matter which way you start or finish. Though the hardest part, the ones with the most hills, are at the Chipping Campden end. There you've got Broadway Tower and the hill to go up, and various other hills including Cleve Hill. So Cleve Hill is the highest point on the Cotswold Way. Challenging. So you start and get there, you start Chipping Campden, you can get the hard part out of the way first, or the steepest part, knowing that the rest of the route there are hills and challenges, but not as high. So why am I doing this then? Why am I recording my walks? Well, there is a reason. Many years ago, I used to do a lot of walking, hiking, do wild camping. Absolutely fell in love with it. And then circumstances changed and I got out of it, and I took up various other interests, scuba diving being one of them, and I got out of it all. But now I've got back into it. When I look around and see so many people that are unfit, who don't do any exercise, I do worry. I know people like it, and so if I can encourage any of them to take up walking, then I feel I've succeeded in these films. We live in a world now where nothing closes. The internet is open, which means we're open for business 24/7. You can buy online, talk to people all over the world. We have mobile phones that are basically mini computers. Some people don't even use them for talking to or communicating with other people by voice. They use them for emails, social media, texting. And so when a lot of people, when they come home from work, they're still on call, still at work, really. People chasing them. And so they never switch off. As a result, stress levels are now through the roof. And we have a massive problem with mental health. Mental health issues have always been there. But they've never been so strong as what they are now because of this world we live in. When you come out to the woods or you do a walk over the hills, you leave technology behind. Now I know I'm using a camera, so I still have technology with me. I have a phone for backup in case anything goes wrong, but that's different. I'm not using it to check my emails. I'm not posting photographs of myself on social media such as Facebook or anything. This is just a record, a vlog of my walk to try and encourage other people to take up the same. Whoa, now I've had to go off-road, off-route slightly, because it is just mud where vehicles have been up and down. So I'll turn this back on in a minute because I need to concentrate on my footing. The camera I'm using is a Canon M50. It has a little screen that pops out at the side that you can rotate. Some people don't bother with them, I know, but for me, I think it's so important. I can see what I'm shooting. I've seen people walk along and what would have been a very good bit of footage is spoiled because they can't see what they're shooting. I'm just going to adjust this slightly. There you go. Oh, that's better. So I've just come up a little hill. Body temperature's building up. I'm warming up. In this little dip in this hill I went up, just come up, I thought the overall temperature was rising. But as soon as I reached the top, it's just cooled back down again, a couple of degrees. So I was going to take my jacket off, I think. I'll just keep it on for now. The sun's out, but it's a winter sun. This is the best time to walk, in my opinion. I don't like walking when it's hot. The heat saps your energy, it really does. It's nice and it's pleasant and you can walk in shorts. Downside, you need to carry more water. And it really does, as I say, sap your strength. Walking when it's cold. Whoa, oh, pigeon. It's better for me. I like the chill in the air. Autumn and winter and spring, the best times. I'm keeping my eyes peeled because we've got birds of prey, deer, foxes, all sorts of wildlife in this wood. And listen to that. Nothing. The odd bird call. Just about hear some traffic in the distance. But apart from that, nothing. No music, no TV, no computer games. Just me and nature. What could be better? Okay, I'm going to keep this. There it goes. Oh, I don't know if the camera's picking this up. Bird of prey. It's a pigeon. Ah, the bird of prey's gone. It's gone. Never mind. Look at this. Just look at this. Okay, unfortunately we are losing the light. Although it's very light now. I think I'm going to have to cut this short because getting back, I mean walking in the dark through the woods, and if the path was okay, used to have, but look what I'm walking on. I'm having to, otherwise you're walking through the mud. You can see this. Just angle the camera up. So I'll go a little bit further and then I'm going to make my way back. It's a shame really, it's such a lovely walk. But this is just a wee bit too muddy. This walk wasn't planned. It was put together last minute. It's only that I had a few hours to kill. So I thought, well, let's get out. Spend too much time sat at home as it is. Now, how far away? Okay, there is a little stream along here, very important stream, because not far from here, about another half a mile or so, is Whitcomb Roman Villa, or to give it its full title, Great Whitcomb Roman Villa. One of the key ingredients of building either, whether it be a Roman villa or a medieval castle, is a water supply. I can hear the water now running, and this water runs down out of the hill all the way down to the side of the Roman villa, and because of the excess of rain we've had, it just bubbles up out of the ground and it's formed another little stream, little gentle stream that rolls down the hill. It joins this big stream, which you're going to see in a minute. So without this water there'd be no Roman villa. So I think we've got enough time to have a look at it. I love the sound of running water. I don't know if the camera's picking it up yet. Here we are. Right, just watch my footing. Okay, let's turn the camera around so you can see. Cheers. Taste alright? This is the Grayl Water Filter System. This is the the second one they made. The first one was smaller, very easy, very quick. I can open the top and just drink straight out of there if I want to. Tastes fine. Tastes fine. The water is very clean anyway, but I wouldn't drink it without a filter system or boiling it. This is unusual, this water purification system, whereas others have the water, such as the soya. You'll fill the bag up and then with water, and then you will squeeze the bag and squeeze the water through the water system, which will filter it. This is different. I push the filter through the water. The water doesn't go through the filter goes through the water, and the pressure pushes it through and into an inner chamber. It's quick, it's easy, it's heavier. Yes, it's heavier. But if you've got a, let's say, a water bladder and you want to fill it pretty quick, a soya, especially the soya mini system, can take a long time to fill up 2 litres of water bladder. This is so quick and easy. But it's horses for courses. It will depend on how much weight you're carrying in the first place. The soya may work because it's only light. But if you're not carrying too much weight, this is a good alternative. Nothing quite like the sound of running water. Lovely. So we're making our way back now. We've only been out for a couple of hours. But even though just out a couple of hours just makes a difference, just to get out into the wild. I've just met some dog walkers and a runner. Decent people. Everyone seems to say hello when you're out walking. Let's just undo that touch. Move that out. How's that? That's it. That's it. We lead such busy lives these days. And do you know what's sad? Is that we forgot to say hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We don't do it anymore. People are just happy just to walk past people, not say anything. Very sad. Right, I'm gonna have to duck down here because this is just mud and trees. Let me show you behind me. This is the path. You can see there's mud, and in front of me, mud. I'm gonna try and navigate that without getting too muddy. Don't particularly want to go through the middle of it. So why should you walk? Basically, because it's free. We are so blessed in this country. We have thousands of miles of pathways, ancient pathways and bridleways that you can just walk along. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. Once you've got yourself the basics in kit, you know, get yourself some good walking boots, trousers, jacket. I would always advise taking a backpack with you with some water. Look at that. I was going to pan round. Have a look behind me. We are so blessed in this country. Unless you live actually in a city, within a few minutes, 20-30 minutes, if that, you're out in the wilderness, in the countryside. Yet for most people, because it's on their doorstep, they don't appreciate it. People travel thousands of miles for scenery, and sometimes, yeah, it's justified, but you know what? There's a lot of it on your doorstep. We have a wonderful country here in the UK. And whether it's England, Ireland, Scotland, or Northern Ireland, or Wales, each one is unique with its own character, its own countryside. Ooh. Okay, it's near enough all downhill now until we reach a little hill that takes us up to the car park. So I hope you enjoyed this little bit of footage. I plan to do a lot more day walks as well as long distance walks. A lot of people can't get out, they don't have the time to do 2, 3, 4 day hikes or even a week hike. So one day over a weekend could be enough for them. So I will be doing a lot of single day walks and video in it. See if we can encourage some of you people off the couch and into this glorious countryside of ours. So where'd you get your kit from? Well, there's lots of places. It depends what your budget is and how serious you are. Whoa, God, this is muddy. Sorry guys, I gotta watch my foot in for a minute. Go outdoors. They have outlets all over the country. Go and have a look at them. They've got stacks of kit. Buy their discount card, it costs you a £5, you get 5%. I have saved a lot with the discount card. £5 a year. And I've saved a lot of money buying equipment there. If you're unsure, go and try some stuff on, come back and check out all the reviews before buying. Too many people buy the wrong gear and then get back, try it, a few months down the line they realise they've made a mistake. Too late to take it back. So don't be in any hurry, do your reviews and check out all your equipment. And don't just read one, read several, read dozens. Depending on what site you go on to, you'll find all different reviews. Now, hiking, walking, long distance paths is totally different from staying in the woods. Sounds like a bit of a daft statement, but there are people who buy clothing to wear in the woods and then wear it on a hike and realise that it just doesn't work. When you walk on a hike, clothing you want is light. You want it to be waterproof, or you have the layer system to make sure it's waterproof. In the woods it gets cold. The temperature can drop right down and chill you to your bones, so you need something warm. And this may not necessarily be light, it could be heavy kit, but that's what you need. So don't confuse the two. If you plan on just going out and camping in the woods, then you need suitable clothing. Okay, I've stopped here. There is a reason which I'm going to show you now, share with you. Earlier on, I saw a bird of prey. Tried filming it, but it got away too quick. But there was a pigeon. I did capture a little bit of the pigeon, I suppose. And I've just come across this. As you can see, pigeon feathers. That was not there when we came past earlier. So there's been a recent kill. Pigeon's been taken. Earlier, I heard a buzzard. You can hear him calling. It was circling. I couldn't actually see it though. Some more over there. When a bird of prey makes a kill, we'll take it down and it will kill the bird, and then depending on which bird of prey it is, and I'm not sure which one does this, it will pluck out the feathers, and it plucks them out in a circle around the kill, I don't know whether it's a hawk or a buzzard that does that. But it's a way of telling what type of bird has made the kill. I'm just looking around to see. No, it's not around here. It's obviously taken the pigeon out, killed it, it might have squabbled, tried to break free, and then it's taken it off somewhere, either to its nest or to somewhere else. So, unfortunately that's one little pigeon that ain't coming home tonight. Can't demonise the bird of prey. It is nature. Unfortunately, it most probably has got young to feed, so could have chicks. So it's not as though it's killing for sport. Only us humans do that, I think, don't we? Anyway, we're going up a hill now, so catch you in a bit. If I move that to the side, that's the hill we just come up. It's not that big, but it's enough to make you sweat a bit. Anyway, you can see my cheeks are getting red. Mind you, my cheeks get red quite easy. One of my favourite food is Indian. Love Indian food. I might go into it a little bit more in depth on one of my other videos, but I love Indian food. Unfortunately, as soon as I have anything that is slightly hot, my whole face goes red. I can eat pretty good strength curry. I have had vindaloo. I don't anymore because I don't think they know how to cook a good vindaloo in this country, really. Well, of the ones I've tried. Vindaloo's hot, and predominantly it's potato. Potato in curry is fantastic, I love it. But it's now changed. We have British or UK curries, whatever you want to call them, and vindaloo is not so much a type of curry, but a hotness. So you can gauge the strength by saying I'll have vindaloo strength, not Madras strength. So I don't have them. I tend to stick to Baltis I like, various others. A good restaurant, and we have some good ones in Cheltenham. One I use a lot. The guy who looks after everyone front of house is also a chef. So if you don't know what you fancy that night, he can advise. If you're not sure what's on the menu, he can tell you all about it. He can even prepare dishes especially for you. That's quite unique, which is why we keep going back to a place called India Lounge. If you've not been there and you're in the Cheltenham area, check it out. Fantastic food. There are lots of other good ones, and lots of others not so good, but depends on your palate and what you like. I don't like these curries which come out and they're red. They got so much colour in them. Awful. I'm tending now to eat more vegetable curries as opposed to meat. I'll have prawns. I eat very, very little meat these days. A lot of fish. It's just my choice. But there's some great food out there. Sad that people tend to stick to the same thing every time. So find yourself a good curry house. Hopefully they'll be able to advise on the different dishes and help you choose, try something new. Ooh, we're at the top of the hill, or one part. We're going to drop down in a minute. Boy, this is muddy along here. Let's get off the mud. And then I think we go up a little bit more. And then it'll take us back to the car. Yeah, the light's going now, it's starting to fade. Doesn't show on the camera, still looks quite light. Not sure exactly how old this wood is. It is what we call an ancient woodland. It would have been used by the locals, and then obviously the good old Romans come along, helped themselves to everything. Not far from here is 9-age settlement. It's known as Crickley Hill, and it's a hill fort. Saw a lot of action. There was a big battle there. We think, or archaeologists think, that it was against the neighbouring tribe at the next hill fort, which is further along, which is called a place called Leckhampton Hill. There's a big hill fort there. Whether the two are at war or not, no one will really know. But there was a battle there. And hill fort is Iron Age, but this is bronze. And I think it even goes back to Stone Age as well, because there's been flint arrowheads found. So that would have been costly. Flint is not something, or flint arrowheads you can't manufacture as fast as bronze. There's a lot of skill involved in producing arrowheads. Same with spear points. So if they had gone to war, it would have been for a good reason. Chances are it would have been over land. Farming rights. We've been fighting over land for so long. It'll never change. Anyway, well worth a visit. It's Crickley Hill, not far from here. The path now becomes a road that I'm walking on. You can see just up to my right, behind me, is a proper road, traffic, which we're going to cross in a minute. So, this is more or less the end of the walk. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Share it if you think others may be interested. And you can also subscribe. So this is the Silver Hiker. Wishing you all well, saying goodbye. Till next time, thank you for watching, and always remember, take care to prepare properly.